Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerd Report podcast. I'm Robert Garcia with
Amanda Gonzalez.
So we're finishing up with Super Bowl. Super Bowl is actually done. And what did you watch the Super Bowl for? Trailers.
I'm a fan of football. I watched.
That's right.
I'm a football fan. That's right. Hey, there are nerds in football too. Just saying.
So I watched Super Bowl just for the trailers, but today we're going to talk about, of course, the Han Solo trailer, Jurassic World, Mission Impossible, Avengers Infinity. What else are we going to talk about?
Victor Crowley, scary movies.
Scary movies, all that good stuff. So let's get going with the Nerd Report podcast for February.
Yes.
February what? 5th?
5th.
February 5th, 2018.
We're ready.
Here we are, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are back live. We are live right now, hanging out.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about all the trailers that came out yesterday. The big one was the Han Solo. Everybody's been waiting for the Han Solo one.
Yes.
They gave us a 30-second, what is that, teaser?
Okay.
30-second teaser trailer yesterday. Disney actually bought, I think, 2 or 3 slots? I think it was.
Okay.
And they were all just teasers. So we had the teaser trailer for Han Solo. Then we had the actual trailer that came out early this morning. I thought it was going to come out later. It actually came out like really early because I was still asleep when I saw the notification that trailer was out. So Han Solo trailer's out. Like we said, of course, Jurassic World. We also have some stuff to talk about with the Halloween movie. New images.
Yes, new imagery of. Well, are we going to talk about that now or?
No. We're going to get to it.
Okay, well, let's see. I want to say hi to everybody first because, of course, we were not live last week due to technical difficulties.
We're back.
Yes, of course. Hello, Robert. Hello, Caprice. Hello, I'm Mojito. Hello, Robin. Welcome back, everybody. Always happy to see you here.
Yeah, thanks, everybody, for always coming in and hanging out with us.
Let me see.
It's kind of like just hanging out in your basement and talking movies and stuff.
Yes, I think
like a basement.
Yeah, I've said it before. Where this is really just kind of how we talk all the time, and it's like putting a camera on us and inviting people to watch. No, that's kind of not how we talk.
No, a lot more cursing, I think. So we are gonna. Well, we're also gonna talk about we'll talk about some horror stuff later on. A little bit later after we get done with the trailers.
Yes.
And then at the very end, we're going to tell you how to win passes to Black Panther at the TCL Chinese Theater during its theatrical run. So stick around. We're going to tell you how to win passes for that. So let's kick it off with, we're going to start with, what do you want to start with? Han Solo, Jurassic Park?
Ooh. Okay, I know you want to start with Han Solo. Everybody was highly anticipating Han Solo. So Star Wars nerd, what did you think?
I liked the teaser more than I liked the trailer.
Really?
I liked what the teaser did. The trailer was, I don't know. I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks good. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to disappoint. I liked the interior shots of the Millennium Falcon, how it's all brand new and white.
Right.
That looks pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm just a little still indifferent on the movie.
Yep, and see, I like what Robin said here. Lando Calrissian, a.k.a. Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Wow.
I dig it.
I don't know. He looked like more smooth than Billy D. Is that possible? Is it possible to look like a bit more smooth than Billy D?
He did like
that, and that's saying a lot.
I saw a meme, and it said something like the Han Solo trailer came out and Lando got the better coat. Something.
Yeah,
to that effect.
he had. Was that like a fur coat?
Yeah, it was pretty dope. That's what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. Lando looked pretty damn smooth.
He did. You know, what is it? Donald Glover was even on Adventure Time. He's Marshall Lee.
Yeah. And then of course he was in ATL for a number of seasons. I don't know if that show's still going.
I don't know.
But I know there was a little bit of a scheduling conflict with ATL and the production of the Han Solo film. But no, Lando looks cool.
He does.
Wow. I think Lando's going to steal it.
And if you haven't heard his music, Donald Glover's Childish Gambino, and he makes some really good music.
Yeah, it's somewhat of an ensemble cast with you have Woody Harrelson, Donald Glover, Emilia Clarke,
Khaleesi.
Caprice is talking about Thandie Newton. She's in it, but we don't know what her role is yet.
Wait, I wonder who that is. Oh, okay, yeah, I
Oh,
read that.
I don't know if Donald Glover will get a Colt 45 commercial. I don't know. Could bring
Did
it
you ever
back.
see on Family Guy when they made a comment about Billy D being the cool side of the pillow? You
Yes.
flip it over and it's actually Billy
It's
D.
Billy
Williams.
D, the cool side. I don't know. That was looking at him. I was like, wow. He gave Billy D a run for his money on the
Let's
coolness
see.
factor.
Dark Jedi Collectibles. Hola, usted. ¿Cómo estás?
So, if anybody else had any thoughts about the Han Solo trailer, if you thought I'm hanging on to the teaser. I like the teaser a little bit more. And then, of course, we know Han Solo, wanted to, I guess, applied for the Empire Pilot Academy. I don't know. Is that what you call it?
Okay.
I don't know what you call it. I guess that's what you call it. But I guess he wanted to be a, pilot in the Imperial Academy, and, ultimately, he becomes a smuggler, goes on his own adventures. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Smuggler and scoundrel, right?
Smuggler and scoundrel, yeah. So, I liked it. I really, really dug it.
Yeah, and apparently Robin likes Chewie. Chewie!
Yeah.
I cannot do the Chewie
And the
growl
new
thing.
Chewie is Junus. I'm going to ruin his last name, Suotamo.
Ooh.
He was a basketball player.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he was actually a professional basketball player in the European League.
Oh, okay.
So he's now he's locked in the Chewbacca spot. He was actually in The Force Awakens also.
Oh, right on.
He did most of the action scenes
Cool.
that Peter Mayhew couldn't do, because Peter Mayhew's he's a little older. He has some not health problems, but I guess just some
Time takes its toll.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Junus did all of the action shots, and of course he's now taking over for Chewbacca.
Chewie from La Puente, exactly.
Chewie from La Puente, San Gabriel Valley. Hang on, let's pull up we can pull this up a little bit more.
Okay, Capri says, notice in the clip, in the clip of Han driving the land speeder, it looks a lot like a Ford Falcon.
It does. The lights. It's the tail lights, Caprice. That's what I noticed too.
Hey, check it out. Stanley's back. Hey, Stanley.
Hey.
We haven't seen him in a minute.
Stanley Thornton. He was Chewie in Baldwin Part 2. Yeah, I would agree. So, Super Bowl chock full of trailers. So, of course, that was one of the most anticipated trailers. But then Disney hit you with another one. They hit you with Infinity War, the Avengers Infinity War.
Which I liked that one. That made me more excited about the movie.
That is the one that is more in line with what we saw at D23.
Okay.
It wasn't the trailer that we saw, what was it, last month or a couple months ago. That wasn't the trailer that we saw, or the footage. The one that we saw yesterday during the Super Bowl was the one that we saw during D23. And I know Crystal had saw it too when she was out there at D23, Intergalactic Mojito. That was the one that just, I thought it was better than the Star Wars panel when they did their live action panel.
Oh.
And this was, of course, last summer. So you couldn't find it anywhere, of course, because Disney makes you put your phone down, and they have roving security guards that walk around so that they don't see you picking up your phone and capturing anything on the screen. So that's why, yeah, you couldn't find that footage anywhere. It wasn't online. I could never find it. I'm sure somebody maybe had some of it, but Disney's pretty strong when it comes to diffusing and making sure that their product doesn't get out there until they want it out there. So but I thought the Infinity War trailer is really, really good. I'm debating. I don't know who's gonna take it. There's debate between Avengers, Han Solo, because they both come out in May.
Yes. So
it's still up for grabs. I'm still leaning a little bit more towards Infinity War. I think that's gonna be the movie of the summer. But yeah, Lewis is saying Han Solo. I'm saying Infinity War.
I think Han Solo is going to be more of a niche audience than so much a wider audience like Infinity War will be. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be it'll be fun to see who ultimately takes the top spot. But we know Disney will.
Personally, I'm most excited about Deadpool too. So
Deadpool also. Caprice is saying Infinity War. I agree. I think Infinity War is gonna edge it out. It looks really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenally good.
Most definitely.
So, what else do we have? We also had Mission Impossible that came out, and it features one of your favorite actors.
Ah, yes.
One of your favorite vampires of all time.
Let's start. Freaking Tom Cruise. But I did actually I liked it.
The
I
trailer.
Liked it.
The trailer looks good.
Mission Impossible Fallout.
I'm not much of a Mission Impossible fan. I mean, I like the first two, and then after that, I really, really like the first one.
The first one, the first two, I really like those. But I'm a big fan of Simon Pegg, and of course he returns in this one, and then
Yes.
Ving Rhames, aka Marcellus Wallace.
So yeah, it looks good. I don't know.
I mean,
what where it's gonna go, but what is that now? 5, 6? No, 5.
I don't know. I stopped counting.
Is it 5 or 6 on the Mission Impossible movies? I don't. I think it might be 5.
And they actually show where he got hurt on set when he was doing his own.
Yeah,
set. So
they
they
did show
included
it.
it.
They did
included
show
it.
that. Yeah, where he did hurt himself. Robert saying it's 6. 6 Mission Impossible movies already. Yeah, Lisa's saying it's 6. That's a lot. I didn't realize it was 6 already. But I'll be honest, I only saw 1 and 2. And one I liked. But so Mission Impossible looks good, and we did like that they also added they kept in the scene where he actually hurt himself.
Yeah, he's a good sport for that. So, and yes, I don't care for Tom Cruise. I don't.
You did like him in Interview with the Vampire. So moving on, we're going to talk about Jurassic World now.
Can't stand that movie.
Jurassic World. That one also looked good. I don't quite understand the taming of velociraptors though.
Yes.
Where it's Chris Pratt, right? That's
yes.
his name? Yeah, Chris Pratt. How do you...
Who I kind of liked chubbier. I'm just saying. Like when he was in Wanted, that was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you tame a velociraptor?
I don't know. Well,
I know it shows, I guess he kind of, had, or was in the, he was there when it hatched, and, so he held Blue and the velociraptor, but can you? I don't know. It looks like he's...
I don't know. Apparently there's supposed to be some tie into the dinosaur that was created in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Considering dinosaurs are never going to roam the earth when we are, we kind of have to let our imaginations take hold.
That's... I don't know where exactly it's going to go, but it looks like a lot of fun. I'm
Only if you use people treats. That's what Stanley said.
Oh, yeah. If you use people treats, yes. Chris was saying Jurassic World is confusing. It looks good visually, but where's the... Yeah, that's what I just don't know where the story is going with it. Because everyone's gone from the island, the new theme park, everyone's gone. So I just don't know where they're taking the story. It looks like it's kind of going into the direction where this new hybrid dinosaur was created.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what their goal is. Won't you just kind of stay away?
I don't know. I'm still excited about it.
I would stay away.
Yeah.
If I almost got killed by a dinosaur, I'd stay away.
I don't know. Is Bryce Dallas Howard going to be in heels again? She was killing it.
Possibly.
She was killing it in heels before.
And Robin points out a really cool... Did you see the trailer? Jeff Goldblum's trailer, Jeep trailer?
No.
You didn't see it?
No.
Robin, how awesome was that trailer? That commercial for Jeep. It's Jeff Goldblum sitting in the driver's seat, and it kind of recreates, him when he's driving away. Well, not he's driving, but when they're in the Jeep driving away from the T-Rex.
Right.
And he's looking in the rearview mirror, and then the T-Rex comes up on him. But then ultimately it's him, thinking of it in his head, and the dealer comes up and goes, "Would you like to take a test drive?" He says, "No, I already did." So I'm
sure it was amazing.
Yes.
See, and Crystal says it was, so it was.
Yeah, you got to look it up. When I saw it, I actually, when I saw the commercial, because I was going back and forth, when I put the commercial on, I thought it was part of the new trailer.
Oh.
So I freaked out. Wow. I was like, "Oh man, he's in it." Like, we know, he's going to be driving a Jeep, but no, it was the commercial.
Oh, right on.
So it tricked me, because I tuned in once the commercial had already started, but it was really cool nonetheless. I think we're gonna see a Jeff Goldblum cameo, right? Isn't that the rumor?
Yeah, there was the trailer before, or teaser before, right? That had him in like a courtroom kind of setting.
Yeah.
So I would imagine. You know what else had like a trailer commercial was a Dundee.
Really?
Where they confirm that it's a tourism ad for Australia. It was fun though.
We were doing so good.
It was fun. Where's your sense of humor, Rocky Dennis? Sorry, that's a Family Guy reference. Do you not get that? Yeah.
Mask. Yes, Mask.
Well, no, but he's telling it to Worf.
Yes.
So yeah.
Anyway, for people who are related to Rocky Dennis, I don't think they would find that funny.
Possibly. They should hear your sense of humor off the air. Okay, so
it's PG.
So what else was there? Skyscraper? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Skyscraper. Isn't that that's not the new Rampage movie, right?
No, the Rampage movie is called Rampage.
Is it? I'm getting them all confused because San Andreas, Rampage.
So much action.
So many buildings falling and things exploding, and it just all all becomes one, and I can't differentiate which is which.
Well, and of course we cannot skip Cloverfield Paradox.
Cloverfield Paradox, I haven't seen it yet. It's on Netflix.
Yes, I have not either.
I wanted to see it last night, and then I started playing video games really late, and so I didn't watch it.
No, you were watching Indie.
Well, I was watching Temple of Doom. So we were watching Temple of Doom, and then after Temple of Doom, the kids went to bed, and then I started playing video games because everyone was in bed. So got to have some shooting time.
Nice. Okay, so
I didn't see it, but I do want to see it.
Okay, cool. How'd you like 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I didn't see 10 Cloverfield Lane. I only saw the very first Cloverfield.
That was the first screening that I got tickets for. 10 Cloverfield Lane, the first time I met Lewis.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yep. Okay. So then after that, we got A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. I didn't watch that one. I didn't see that one.
I was moving on from that, and I didn't even check back here. I'm busy looking at you. Can we see what everybody else had to input?
Oh, they were just talking about the Jeep commercial. Dundee thing was funny. I didn't see.
See, thank you, Robert. Thank you for the support.
I did see
unlike
some
other
of it.
Robert.
No,
here.
it did. I did see. I saw it coming on, and then out of respect for my integrity of humor, I shut it off. Or I changed the channel. Something else was on. I forgot because I was switching back and forth for a minute, and then I fell asleep. And then I fell asleep on the couch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Intergalactic Mojito says Skyscraper looks like a remake of Towering Inferno. And then Robert says Skyscraper or Sky Hard.
Yeah. See, well, yeah, because they all kind of, it's like a melting pot of
yeah, like Taken on a Train. Like Liam Neeson's last movie.
I mean, all the movies kind of just become just one. It looks all the same. So I don't know if Rampage is part of, was it Skyscraper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Nev Campbell is in that.
I know, but yeah, I don't know.
Nah, she always looks weepy.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's see. Intergalactic Mojito. I can say it today. Yay. Watched Cloverfield Paradox last night. I just don't know. I mean, okay, but what? I read an article from Vanity Fair about it today saying that it was not terribly as successful as they thought it would be.
Yeah. I think that's one of those things that, I don't know. Well, Cloverfield, the first one, looked really, really good on the big screen.
That's the one I didn't see.
Yeah, it looks really, really good when I saw it in the theater.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. That was the whole secret of, J.J. Abrams was keeping it under wraps. Nobody had seen the actual creature, the monster. It was kind of a big deal. And then I remember, looking it up on the internet and, various forms of what we thought were leaks. And, eventually I just saw it in the theater and thought it was really good. So really quick before we continue on, we want to tell you how you can win passes for Black Panther at the TCL Chinese Theater. Enter at contest@nerdreport.com for passes to win tickets to go see Black Panther at the TCL Chinese Theater.
It's like you just said it and then instantly forgot.
It's the big. I'm thinking of how to describe the big giant screen at the Chinese Theater.
It's that big. There are no words.
There are no words.
There are no words.
No.
He is speechless because it is so good.
It is very good. So again, if you want to win passes to the Black Panther screening at the TCL Chinese Theater, It's contest@nerdreport.com. Enter there. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Nerd Report on YouTube, our YouTube channel, and you'll be entered into the drawing to win passes for Black Panther at the TCL Chinese Theater. Lewis has seen it. I don't know. Can we talk about it?
I don't know. That's more than I do.
No, I'm not going to go into detail about it, but don't know. I don't, because there's an embargo on it, and I can't be like the idiot. I can't be the dork that says it's phenomenal and I haven't seen it. But from what I hear from others who have seen it, it's really good.
And then also the trailers and the ads and everything looks really just outstanding, really fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
And it looks really good. Visually, it looks good. They're talking about it, because of it being one of the first major superheroes to feature African American, but Blade.
Yes.
Blade.
Thank you.
Come on, guys.
Yes.
Blade.
Yes. Underrated. Come on. Wesley Snipes was doing this like 20 years ago.
Blade.
Yes.
So if you're going to see Black Panther, at least revisit Blade. Blade is really, really good.
Yes.
I love Blade.
Yes.
But it looks good nonetheless. But, see, Robert said Blade.
Yeah.
See, I just saw that.
Yeah, so exactly. But it does look really, really good.
Oh, and the embargo does lift tomorrow. So if you want to know the reviews, I'm sure it'll be all over social media.
You're right. He is not a duper hero.
Duper hero. Message retracted. Jeez.
But either way, he is a hero for a certain community.
Yeah.
And he is a star of a franchise, a series.
Was, based off of the comic book.
Yeah, and it came prior to what we're experiencing now.
But he is kind of a superhero because he's a vampire.
Half vampire.
Half vampire. It's the same as being like Incredible Hulk. You're half. Right?
I'm cheering for Blade. I'm on board with Blade. Anybody else?
I don't know. Is Blade a superhero? Because he's half vampire, half human. We could say the same as the Incredible Hulk.
Let's see. Capri says Blade is part of the Marvel Dark Knights, like Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Up for debate.
Up for debate. I say he's a hero.
I would say he's a superhero because he's part vampire. He's half vampire, and then that like I said, that falls along the lines with like the Incredible Hulk. Right?
Yeah. No, I dig it. I don't
know. That's just my thought. Of course, up for debate. I love Blade, but he has a vampire version of the Punisher. Somewhat. But he's Blade. No, but I'm thinking...
I feel like he's his own separate entity.
Yeah.
But I'm not as, of course, well-versed and learned as everybody else.
No, but...
I'm just saying, as a novice.
I didn't read the comic. I didn't visit the comics till after I saw the movie. So I saw the graphic novels after I saw Blade. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't, into the comics initially. I didn't really learn much about it or know much about it until I saw the movie. And then I started reading some of the graphic novels, but so come on, Code. But I don't know, up for debate.
Yeah, no, totally. Totally.
But Black Panther is a pure hero. True, he's 100% superhero.
All right, we win.
What do we have to write in the email for the Black Panther tickets? Lenny Carrillo. So Lenny Carrillo, what you have to do is subscribe to the Nerd Report. Subscribe to the Nerd Report on our YouTube channel, which you're already here. Thanks for hanging out with us and talking with us. Welcome. And just email at nerdreport@contest.com. I guess you could just put contest Black Panther tickets in the subject line, and we know that you're entering for the contest. So but most importantly, please subscribe to the channel and share this with everybody else who would be interested in winning tickets and entered into the drawing. So it's subscribe to the Nerd Report. I was gonna say the Nude Report.
Excuse him.
Excuse me.
He's tired.
I am tired. Subscribe to the Nerd Report. first at on our YouTube channel, and then
Stop talking.
Nerd Report at contest.com. So
okay, that was pretty much most of the trailers, but also A Quiet Place. We touched on that for just a minute ago. But anyway, that one looks really exciting as well.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
I don't know. What does anybody think? I mean, we had a few comments earlier about A Quiet Place. I think it looks the nude report.
The nude report. Hey, Carl. Yeah, the nude report. That comes on after midnight at 12:30.
I watched the nude report too.
Watch the nude. Okay. Let's wrangle it back in, kids. Let's bring it back home.
And yes, Intergalactic Mojito, A Quiet Place looks great. Tim Curry, yes.
Never heard
talk
of
about
him.
Tim Curry.
1 to 4 a.m.
Okay.
Never heard of Tim Curry.
Okay, you need to calm down now. Oh, look. Right here he is, right here behind Robert's head.
Oh,
I put yours in the corner.
You did put it side by side, but yours is first.
Yes.
So continuing on, what do we have next?
Okay, I found something interesting that everybody else might possibly find interesting. Zachary Quinto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
from Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah. So he, of course, was playing the role of Spock, very famously, or made famous by Leonard Nimoy.
Right.
Well, actually, Leonard Nimoy also hosted a show on History Channel called In Search of, and Zachary Quinto is going to be hosting and producing a new version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Also for the History Channel.
It's on History Channel?
Yeah, there was a revival back in 2002, hosted by Mitch Pileggi. Of course, from X-Files. He's Skinner. Also, he's from Shocker.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He's even in Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
He is?
Yes, he is.
I don't remember that.
He is.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, so that's coming up. So I thought that would be interesting.
Cool. What else do we have? Or what else do you have?
I have a desire to see what everyone's saying.
Oh. Well, we're going to talk about, but we do want to pull up some. I want to pull up the image for you if you haven't seen it, of the stuff we were talking about for Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the image of her as Laurie Strode.
There's actually there's a couple images from the Halloween production.
Okay. Different than what I had seen before.
Yeah, there's a couple images. We'll pull up a couple of them for you. Let me get them loaded up here. But they are in full production. Where are they filming? Is it South Carolina?
Yes.
They're filming in South Carolina right now. And they have a picture from the set of Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode.
With the director.
Yeah, with the director. And what's the director's name, really quick?
Oh, it's 3 words. Do you really want to know? Because I can get it.
Yeah, of course we want to know.
So let's see.
So we'll pull up. We'll source that really quick. But it's a couple images, and it's like little cryptic images. I mean, nothing like full on. And then they also have another one of Nick Castle on set, and I'll pull those up. We'll pull that up also. So, give me 1 second.
Oh, Nick Castle, that's really cool. Sorry, I spaced a minute because I was trying to read that and then trying to listen to you.
Let's show you the image of
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Of Jamie Lee Curtis on set. So, of course, we're blocked for now. But Jamie Lee Curtis on set with the director from Halloween. And that's going to be coming when? It's going to be coming at the
10/19/18.
10/19/18. So Jamie Lee Curtis, there she is. Laurie
David
Strode.
Gordon Green.
David Gordon Green. Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. She looks
fantastic.
Jeez, she looks great.
She is. Still phenomenal all these years later.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm just staring at her like it's like total childhood crush from when, I was a kid and I had a crush on her when I was little.
This one and Elvira. He draws like hearts on his folders.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks phenomenal. She looks great. So what we also want to do is we want to pull up the image of Nick Castle, who was also on set with. Have you not seen these photos?
I'm trying to read with everybody. We're doing a live podcast, so I'm trying to be live.
Okay. Well, yeah. I want to show you the other image of Nick Castle on.
Nick Castle, who was one of the original people.
So yeah, explain while I pull this up really quick.
Okay, and actually, let's see. Kim Gottlieb Walker is John Carpenter's go-to on-set photographer, and she has a really great book. She's the one that took the black and white images from Halloween and like Christine and everything. So there's this great picture of Nick Castle, and he's the one that has the shapes mask on half his head, and he's drinking like a Dr. Pepper. Yeah. So that gives you an idea of who Nick Castle is.
So.
Oh, exciting! Oh, look at that chair.
You haven't seen this one?
No.
Oh, I thought you saw this.
No.
My bad. I thought you saw it. So here's a picture of Nick Castle. Nick Castle on set, sitting in his chair, and he's of course reprising his role as. Of course, he's reprising. You're just staring.
No, I'm because Louis just told me to stay on my side.
Oh, stay on your side.
Make the font bigger. But that's really cool. So
yeah,
it's great that they brought him back as well as Jamie Lee.
I thought you saw this picture. I didn't know. I didn't know you hadn't seen this one.
No, I saw the back of the chair. But
yeah, I think that was the very first image that they came out with.
Yeah,
was the back of the chair for just showing the little logo insignia, and then ultimately one picture of Jamie Lee Curtis on set, and then the other picture, of course, with Nick Castle sitting in the chair. On set. So Nick Castle, of course, like I said, reprising his role as the Shape in Halloween. That's coming out at the end of this year, October. You said what?
10/18/19. Excuse me, 10/19/18.
And we did have a debate last time.
Disc.
When what was our thought? How where will they market the film? Monsterpalooza, something like that. Comic-Con.
Yeah, because I had a chip on my shoulder about that. Because, for example, I went to Monsterpalooza and there was nothing there for Annabelle Creation, which ended up being my favorite horror movie of the year. Everything was at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I just kind of feel like horror movie conventions kind of should have some horror movie marketing.
I understand, but horror fans will go see it regardless.
Yeah, this is true.
Though, I mean, if it looks to be, especially a name like Annabelle, because it's established already because of The Conjuring and and
somewhat the first Annabelle was not terribly popular. A lot of people were disappointed with the original Annabelle movie. Trust me, I know, because I'm one of the only people that actually liked it.
I liked it too. I thought it was good, but no, I mean, movies like that, I think it has a built-in following with horror fans. So I think the same is going to apply for Halloween. You mentioned Halloween. Horror fans are going to go, especially because John Carpenter is attached to it.
Absolutely.
Nick Castle's attached to it. And, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis is attached to it. And who's the production company that's
Blumhouse.
Blumhouse is,
Blumhouse making some of the best horror movies these days.
So with all of them attached to it, built-in audience with horror fans, yeah, they're gonna go see it. So why not make it broader? Let's try to appeal to the average, the casual, or not the average, but the casual movie fan, because those are the people that they want to get in the seat. So people who don't normally go to a horror movie, I mean, there's people that love sci-fi, love Star Wars stuff. They won't go to horror movies. There's a lot of them. So let's market it at Comic-Con. Let's invite various media outlets to talk about our movie and do some press stuff, and that's ultimately how get wider to a broader audience. So I am anticipating seeing something for Halloween there. I'm really excited to see something for Halloween there,
and I'm anticipating that you'll send me pictures.
Yeah, we'll post pictures.
No, send me pictures.
Robert said he went to the screening of Annabelle. Jason Blum is the man.
He really is. Mike got to meet him at the Green Inferno screening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That one was really small, really intimate. So that was cool. So, that's awesome. Intergalactic Mojito says, The Shape, 2 of the most unassumingly terrifying words. Absolutely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Before he had a name, because his name wasn't Michael Myers. He was called The Shape.
The Shape.
Yes.
Amanda, have you seen the trailer for Toni Collette's new movie? I saw the trailer.
I
What's
have
the
not.
name
What
of
is
it?
it? I have not. Fudge.
What's the name of it, Crystal? I saw the trailer. I don't know the name of it. Oh, where did I see it?
I'll bring that up right here.
Where did I see it? I saw it for something. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. Crystal says I typically don't go to a lot of horror movies because of nightmares. There's only a
Nightmares.
few that made the
What
cut
are
for me.
nightmares? My nightmares have like unicorns and flowers and glitter.
My nightmares are the bills when they come every month. Those are my nightmares.
Let's see. Daniel Gutierrez, are we going to talk about Danny McBride as Crocodile Dundee's son? Somebody didn't want to talk about it.
Nope.
We covered that
We
somewhat.
already covered it.
So, okay. So let's see. My nightmares have my...
She's saying...
Yes.
I'm not going to... No, my nightmares have my ex-wife. I didn't say that. That's from Stanley. You know?
Hereditary.
Yeah, Crystal had it up.
Oh, duh. Sorry, my bad.
Hereditary. I saw the trailer for it. I don't... Yeah, I never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah, I had never heard of it. I didn't know anything about it, and I saw the trailer for it. I actually saw it. It was YouTube. I didn't see it at a screening. It was on YouTube. I saw it.
I saw the trailer for it at iHorror, but didn't watch it because I was watching the Victor Crowley trailer.
Oh, yeah. I don't know much about the movie, but it looks creepy. It looks really, really good.
So can I talk about my scary movie now?
Sure.
Yay! Adam Green, one of the best in the business right now. Let's see. It's actually the 8-year anniversary of his movie Frozen. If anybody hasn't seen that, it's really fantastic movie. 3 young people, 3 20-somethings get stuck on a ski lift and nobody's coming back for a whole week. It's amazing.
I haven't heard of it.
Really? It's actually his most successful film to date. It was like a Sundance success. Well, anyway, he went on from that to go on and create the Hatchet.
Oh, okay.
The Hatchet franchise starring Victor Crowley, who is like he may be my favorite slasher. He's really, really menacing and really, really scary. Anybody else know the Hatchet series? There's a lot of like really cool people in the movies. Let me see.
I didn't, yeah.
Some of the people that you might see in there. See, Kane Hodder, of course, is Victor Crowley. Perry Shen, he was in a movie called Better Luck Tomorrow. But anyway, Dave Sheridan. Do you know who Dave Sheridan is? Dave Sheridan was in, let's see, The Devil's Rejects. He's in Scary Movie. He's Officer Doofy. In Haunted House 2, he's Al Ghul. And then, let's see, of course, Danielle Harris is in it. She returns to it. And Tony Todd can also be found in the Hatchet movies.
Danielle Harris she was the, if you don't know the name, the little girl from, which Halloween?
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
She plays Laurie Stone's daughter.
Yeah. And then she was in that other Halloween movie that shall not be mentioned. That someone remade.
Wow, Caprice, you've actually seen Frozen? That's such a good movie. I have it on DVD. I will loan it to you.
That's Let It Go, right? Right? I've seen it.
That is a horror movie.
I've seen it. Let It Go. Couldn't get that song out of my head for years. My kids sing it used to sing it all the time. Yes. See?
You saw Frozen. It kept me off ski. It is. And Kane Hodder's in that too. Kane Hodder's in Frozen. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a short little Candyman. Hi, Lisa. Yes, Tony Todd, Candyman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Candyman.
so he's in the Hatchet movies. And then also this one's going to have Felissa Rose. Felissa Rose, who is the star of Sleepaway Camp.
That's it. She's wild.
She looks phenomenal as well.
Felissa Rose is
My
wild.
goodness.
Not that I know her personally. I've just...
And some other fun names that are in those movies are like Richard Reel, John Carl Buechler, who, of course, directed Troll.
See? Lewis says, I love Disney's Frozen. Love it, too. I thought it was great, too.
And I think it's a fantastic horror movie. You guys are absolutely right.
Let it go. Exactly. It's a scary song.
So there's that. That's what I got for that. And also a reason that I brought this up is because my favorite place, of course, is Dark Delicacies. There will be a signing tomorrow night of Victor Crowley. Victor Crowley is being released both on DVD and video on demand tomorrow. And most of the cast will be there, including Felissa Rose, Dave Sheridan, Perry Shen.
That's cool.
I think so.
That's in Burbank.
Yes, it is. It's in Burbank,
On.
Magnolia at Hollywood Way, by Portos and Rocket Fizz.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So if you want to, come hang out with me.
You're going to go?
Yeah.
What we also I wanted to mention, too, is yesterday we were out at the Los Angeles at O'Vara Street.
The Placito Olvera, yes.
Yeah, for the release of Coco on Blu-ray. Oh goodness, this is gonna take forever now.
And so Anthony Gonzalez was there with his family. Of course, he plays Miguel in the movie Coco.
And he was out there with his family. They all sing. Like I guess he has an older brother. He has a younger brother. Mm-hmm. They were really, really good.
That's awesome.
Really good. And so Lewis was out there. Lisa was out there. I was out there. We took the kiddos to hang out with us. And so Lewis, I think it's posted up. It is posted. Lewis covered the event and had got to speak with Anthony Gonzalez about the film, and it's up for what? It's up for the Academy Award, right?
Yes.
Best animated.
Yeah, but really, it's like no competition.
I know it's not.
Up against like the Boss Baby. Come on.
Well, no, but even if it had like some solid competition, it's still really, really good.
It is absolutely. It is good.
Really good.
Yeah, that was Coco features one of my favorite movie moments of 2017. So I love the movie. I saw it again.
You saw it twice, and she cried twice.
I did.
How do you cry?
I cried like 5 times because I have a heart. Tin Man over here.
No. But getting back to Coco, it is going to be out on Blu-ray and DVD February 27th.
Is that what you were looking for? I had it right here.
Yeah, I couldn't find it because I thought I put it in my notes, but I didn't. So I had to.
I did. I came prepared.
Yeah, it's not in my notes. It's right there, but it's not in my notes. But February 27th, Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K. So we did. Lewis, got to sit and chat with them. It is posted on our sister website, nukethefridge.com, and my kids got to take a picture with him.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really cool.
I posted a picture. My daughters took a picture with him. He was such a nice kid. Very, very nice. Very, very nice to everybody who came out. He tried to, sign stuff for everybody. And there were a lot of kids dressed like his character from the movie.
Oh, I saw that.
It was really, really cool.
That's always nice when somebody is gracious.
Yeah, no, he's very, very nice young man. Yeah, really cool kid. So
that's very cool. And actually, Hollywood Purgatory, I believe if you scroll back up in the questions and in the chat here, somebody did answer your question. It was about the armor and Solo kind of stuff. So I know I saw it there. Somebody answered that. So
Lewis is saying Coco is way better than Get Out. I agree.
I only watched 5 minutes of Get Out, so I'm going to agree with you also.
You didn't watch the whole movie?
No, I watched 5 minutes and I was...
Really?
Yeah.
I've thought that I've said it before. I thought Get Out was. I mean, it's good. It's not bad at all. It's an enjoyable movie. Mm-hmm. It just reminded me of like an extended episode of The Twilight Zone, which isn't bad.
No.
I just people were touting it as being super, out of this world and it's phenomenal
and edgy and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie, but I didn't really buy into the ultra hype of it, but it's still a good movie. You should see it on Blu-ray DVD. I think it's really, really good, but yeah.
Okay.
Anything else do we have?
Let's see. You want to talk about Disney movies coming out?
Disney movies coming out for this year?
Yeah, for 2018. For example, let's see. We have a director now. The next live-action movie I'm kind of excited is The Sword in the Stone.
Who's directing?
That is Juan Carlos Fresnadillo.
What?
He directed 28 Days Later, which is kind of cool.
28 Days Later?
Yes.
28 Days Later?
That's what it says here.
No.
Okay, I'll look him up. Maybe the article I read was wrong. 28
Days Later, you're talking about the infection movie?
Okay, I'm going to say yes.
No, that was Danny Boyle.
Okay, so let's see.
Maybe it's 28 Weeks Later.
Perhaps it is. 28 Weeks Later. I apologize. I stand corrected.
Wow.
It was the article that I read.
How dare you let down everyone who hangs out and chats with us?
At least I have notes.
I have notes too.
Okay, so let's see here. Hey, can I have the at behind you, Carl Garcia asks.
Oh, you know what, Carl? We'll touch on that after. Some of the stuff is there's actually like a little bit of a story of some of the stuff here. There's kind of a story on a lot of the stuff that I have here.
Yes.
That I did not buy. That was given to me.
Now, given like you were given that cup of coffee in the Christmas tree?
No, I didn't take it. Hey everybody! We just want to let you know since you're on tonight, thanks to everybody for hanging out with us. We got a lot of people hanging out with us. It's really, really cool.
Yes,
thank you so much. But Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it, anywhere you can, any form of social media. But let's get it going on Twitter. If you can share the podcast with everyone, we'll get some more people in here.
Follow us on Instagram.
But
Phantasm 420, Swinging Eighth Note.
But yeah, let's try to get some more people in here. It's a cool night that everybody's hanging out with us tonight.
Most definitely. And yes, Hollywood Purgatory, I did already go ahead and get a hold of that. Thank you very much. And Skeleton Key, that's a really good way to describe Get Out.
Oh,
that movie I do like. That's the one with Kate Hudson.
Yes, that came out 10, 11 years ago.
Oh, I think so. Like Jenna Rollins, I believe, is also in that.
Yeah,
John Hurt.
Yes, yeah. Skeleton Key was good. I liked it. I thought it was really, really good. But we got sidetracked for a second.
No, but that's fine. Okay, so we were talking about The Sword in the Stone. I corrected. It's not 28 days later, but it's 28 weeks later.
Danny Boyle directed 28 Days Later, which was not a zombie movie, but an infection movie.
Ah, there's a difference.
Yes.
Okay, so some of the other movies that are coming out this year from the Walt Disney Studios, of course, there's A Wrinkle in Time, which is going to be in March. Infinity War and Solo, everybody knows about. Incredibles in June.
June, gosh, that's so.
Ant-Man and the Wasp in July.
Man.
Christopher Robin in the beginning of August. Don't know.
I don't know.
The Nutcracker and the Four Realms will be November. Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
That looks good.
In November.
We saw at D23, they showed us some animation. It was a little raw, again, like some of the Incredibles 2 stuff was. But they showed us what really goes on behind the scenes with the Disney princesses. When they're, like, behind the scenes. It's so funny. It's really, really good. I'm based off of that scene, just from what I saw there, I need to see Wreck-It Ralph 2 because it looks really, really funny.
I loved the references in the first movie. That whole movie was spectacular.
I think they're going to top it in the second movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really good.
I'm looking forward to that.
The D23 stuff was phenomenal for Wreck-It Ralph 2. I wasn't really looking that much forward to it when, wasn't really excited for it, but after I saw the footage, phenomenal. It looks really, really good.
Ah, yes. Is that what it is? Is it Goodbye, Christopher Robin? Okay.
That's what it is. Goodbye, Christopher Robin.
Okay, cool. So there we go. That's why we have everybody's input.
Yes.
Because sometimes we make mistakes.
Yeah.
Corrections and retractions.
Right, like 28 weeks later and 28 days later.
That's fine. You want to compare notes?
Nope.
And lastly, of course, Mary Poppins on Christmas Day. Mary Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins Returns. But what I do want to mention also, the one movie that I'm still waiting for, Jon Favreau, who of course directed Iron Man. He directed Jungle Book. He's right now doing Lion King. This was a movie that was supposed to, I think they were looking to get it start production a few years ago. I don't know where it's at, but there was a script or a project, I think it was in development at Disney for them to do a live action of what goes on in the theme parks after dark. After the theme park closes.
Oh, that's based on a whole series of books.
Yes, like the theme park comes to life.
My eldest too read that.
So that was one movie I was really, really, really looking forward to seeing.
They really like that series.
When it comes out, and it's going to be based on, like, I don't know where it's at, if anybody else has any other information on it or any info on it. But there was a movie that was in development at Disney, and it was going to be directed by Jon Favreau. And it basically talks about, the theme park coming to life once it closes for the night.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like
even some sinister goings on.
Night at the Museum kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's what kind of, if you can think of Night at the Museum, but for Disney theme parks, Disneyland. I don't know if it's going to be Disneyland or Disney World, but it's going to be one of those.
Oh, I dig it.
I'm still waiting on that movie. That's the movie I really want to see.
Daniel Gutierrez says, Oreo.
Oh.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Hey, really quick, what we did want to let you guys know and remind you guys about is Lewis will be on doing Nerd Chat 10 p.m. tomorrow. That's a little bit later.
It's a little bit later.
Once the kids are asleep and everybody's gone to bed and you're hanging out and you have nothing, your night's pretty much just chilling at that point. Lewis will be on 10 p.m., 10 o'clock, 2200 hours, West Coast time. 10 p.m. right here on Nerd Report on the YouTube channel. So check out Lewis's stuff.
Definitely.
I'll be hanging out. I'll be commenting.
Okay, and then Maleficent 2 begins filming in April.
There's a 2?
Yes, Angelina Jolie starts filming in April. Yep.
Can we get that theme park movie off the ground, please?
And not to mention Jon Favreau, Heart Eyes.
Yeah, Jon
I
Favreau.
love Jon Favreau.
Who would have thought, like, from Swingers? Remember his early day? Did you ever see? You saw Swingers, right? Oh, I'm just
That's one of the first conversations we ever had.
Swingers from 1996, and then directing like these major blockbusters now for Disney. But phenomenal movies. But even before that, he had Will Ferrell and Elf. Gosh, what else did he do?
Well, Iron Man.
Well, Iron Man, but
yeah, Jungle Book.
Yeah. And Crystal was mentioning the trailer for. Well, I don't know if it's a trailer. I don't think it's a trailer, but the footage we saw for at D23 for Lion King looks amazing.
Does it really?
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how those people do it. Just looks crazy, insane.
I also, Intergalactic Mojito, don't know what needs to be told about Maleficent. I was not really a big fan of the first one.
It was okay.
And Angelina looked incredible, but I thought that they just kind of drew it out a little bit, and I really wanted it to be over. I wanted to Fat Beach that one. I did. I'm sorry.
Fat Beach reference, of course, is... Okay. Sometimes you may have to remind some people what the Fat Beach reference is. Fat Beach is in reference to a movie that I saw when I was...
younger.
18, 17, 18, I don't know. Saw in the theater, and it was one of the only movies I walked out of because it was that bad. And I don't like to say a movie is bad because a lot of people put a lot of work into making movies.
Yes.
A lot of people get to actually work when there's a movie in production, like sound people and grips and
numerous people, cast and crew.
Yeah,
yes.
Makeup artists. So a lot of people get to work who are in that industry. But when a movie is so bad. Like really bad. You're like, oh man, there is no redeeming quality about this movie. I'm sorry. That is my one movie that for me is.
And we established this little saying because back when we first met, of course, he's a professional interviewer and whatnot. So I kind of was interviewing him. And one of the questions was, what's a movie that you've walked out of? And from then it just kind of became, when we're done with the situation, we're going to Fat Beach.
Yeah. Robert's saying key grips, gaffers, painters. Yes, like everybody who works in that industry, and a lot of times they don't get to work all year, but when they do get to work, they get the opportunity to work on a production that pays them well. But Fat Beach was rough.
Yes,
I had to walk out. Sorry, Fat Beach.
And Robin mentioned really quick Deep Blue Sea 2. We talked about that last week when we didn't get to have everybody live. That, and I wanted to touch on Andre the Giant as well for a second too, just to get everybody's input because we didn't really get to talk about that.
Yeah, we mentioned it last week, but if you, I saw the trailer. I watched a lot of boxing on HBO, and they've been playing the trailer. Well, they played it a while back, but it's HBO's documentary on Andre the Giant, professional wrestler, and of course from
Princess
Bride. Fezzik from Princess Bride. But if you haven't seen the trailer yet, go on YouTube, look for it. It looks really, really good.
So good, so good.
And I'm sure it's going to chronicle, his struggles and some personal issues that he might have had. But when you just see him sitting in airports or see him sitting on a plane, you just feel for the guy.
Yeah,
he's so big. He's such a big guy, and how uncomfortable it must have been for him, for basic, going to different things. But
and you're right, Snake Eyes. Andre the Giant was the greatest. And it's what's cool about it. It's not just a documentary about a wrestler and his wrestling career.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something.
It's not just about the wrestler and his wrestling career. That means I get to talk about whatever I want. It's not just about him and the wrestling. It's actually, you see Carrie Elways in it, and I believe Wallace Shawn is also interviewed, as well as Mean Gene Okerlund and Vince McMahon, of course. So it's going to be really interesting to see. I'm looking forward to it. Anybody else? Oh, let's see. Deep Blue Sea 2 looks, I'll watch it. So, Robin, did you actually watch it? Oh, didn't know what to do with his hands. That's right, Robin.
Are you being weird hands again?
No, Robin was talking about Andre the Giant, and she said that she made a comment about not knowing what to do with his hands.
Oh.
So, okay, so that was Deep Blue Sea. Sit on his chair?
No.
What if I sit on both chairs? Okay.
Can't sit on my chair.
Okay, so I talked about that for just a second. You can revisit our podcast from last week, actually, where we talk more in depth about Andre the Giant and that coming out and a couple other subjects that we didn't cover today. So let's see. Also, I did want to touch on, unfortunately, the actor John Mahoney, who's best known as Frasier's dad from, well, of course, the show Frasier. In Say Anything, he's the father of Ione Skye. He passed away today at the age of 77.
Yeah, I saw that today. He passed away.
Yeah, so, that's unfortunate, but I feel like it's nice to touch on those sometimes. And anybody interested in some movies coming out? Let's see. We got at the American Cinematheque, which is the Arrow Theater. On the 10th, they're showing the Indiana Jones trilogy because there's only 3. I'm just kidding. Nuke the fridge.
Nuke the fridge.
And then also 16th, 17th, and 18th, they've got Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, and Spirited Away. At the Egyptian Theater, there's some really cool screenings coming up. For example, on Valentine's Day, it's a double feature of Edward Scissorhands and Corpse Bride.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes. And then on the 16th, Cinematic Void is presenting My Bloody Valentine and A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
Oh, wow.
So, and for those of you who are serious cinephiles and kind of real horror fans, on the 23rd, you got Basket Case, Brain Damage, and Frankenhunter.
Oh, man, Basket
Yes.
Case. If you've never seen Basket Case, please watch Basket Case.
Yes.
So, well, talking, I don't know, should I tell my, no, I'm not going to, I shouldn't tell my horror movie story again about when I first started seeing all those movies? Basket Case and Silent Night, Deadly Night, Deep Throat.
Oh. He has a fantastic story about that.
Okay.
It's a little inappropriate.
I told it before, but I'll tell it again. So this was during the time of the when VCRs, were kind of like a household item at this point. And I had a family member, I had an uncle who had all the cool movies. He had, and it would just be a white tag on the tape. Do you remember that?
I do.
It would be one plastic white tag on a tape. And so I used to peruse all his movies. Oh, what am I going to watch? Oh, there's Poltergeist, there's Silent Night, Deadly Night. I remember there was like Night of the Living Dead. There's Star Wars, of course. Poltergeist, Basket Case. All these horror movies. And that's how I was introduced to horror movies. There was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All of these horror movies. And I come across one movie that's mixed in with the horror movies, and it says it says Deep Throat. And my child self thinking, oh, look at all these other names, Basket Case and Silent Night and Psycho, Deep Throat. Wow, that sounds violent. Because I'm thinking slasher movie.
Kind of it is.
Well, so I asked my uncle, hey, can I see this movie? And it's Deep Throat. And he goes, oh, no, that's really, really scary. I go, oh, so I can't watch it? No, why don't you watch Silent Night, Deadly Night? So for years.
Which isn't much better.
Well, literally for years, I didn't know. I honest hand to God, I did not know Deep Throat was an adult movie. I didn't know. Not until, gosh, this makes me sound so lame. I think not until like I was almost in high school or like my sophomore year of high school did I know, because you would hear adult movie references and think they were funny, like, oh, Deep Throat, and I'm like, oh, that movie's scary. That's true. That's totally
we have fun
true.
here on the Nerd Report.
That's totally true, and I felt so stupid. I did. I felt so dumb. I didn't know. They lied to me because they didn't want me to see it. This is pre-internet. This is stuff, this is like all pre-internet stuff. You don't know.
No, so you're absolutely right.
So all I would go by was just what was in, that was my introduction to movies, was my uncle's, cabinet, where you would, pick out the big old cassette VHS tapes, or going to the video store. And of course they had the adult section in the video store that we would go to in Rosemead.
we are getting off on a.
I'm just saying. I'm telling the story. So yeah, no, but it was a regular video store, huge video store. This was. I don't even think Blockbuster or Hollywood Video were around yet. They weren't around yet. I don't think so. Because we used to go. This was at the time when you would go to little video stores, and so you'd rent movies, and then
you would even sometimes in the early days rent like your VCR from there.
Oh, I never did that.
My family, we rented a VCR.
Oh no, I never did that.
You could even rent at one time at Blockbuster like video game systems.
I do remember you could rent video game systems, but no, I was really, really young, and yeah, we would. What's sad is everybody's laughing, but that's true. It's 100% true, and I was a kid. I was naive. I didn't know. But I didn't know till high school that it was an adult film. I had no idea because, like I said, they used to make, you make friends and you talk about movie references. And yeah, and I thought, oh, Deep Throat, that's a horror movie. I'm like, no. What? I was like, oh, that's a scary movie. I never seen it.
Hollywood Video. Yes, I do remember Hollywood Video.
Yeah, Hollywood Video. But yeah, so you would just see, and then they had they would have the adult section at the video store.
Black curtain.
Yeah, and it would be a curtain, and then you would see the people walking in there. You're like, ooh, they're going into the adult section.
Yeah, my middle one accidentally walked into one.
So yeah, I mean that's just the way it was.
Look it. Speaking of horrific images. At California Adventure, on Ariel's, what's it called? Ariel's Undersea Adventure, Ursula done lost her head.
Oh, I saw that.
Those poor little kids. I feel bad for them. But oddly enough, it actually happened at Disneyland Paris as well.
It did?
Yeah, at Pirates of the Caribbean, the auctioneer inside the ride, his head was bloop off too.
Maybe it's like a monthly, what's that called? Like maintenance thing where they do stuff throughout the parks.
I guess so.
They didn't reattach the heads, right? I don't know.
Possibly.
After our show, yeah.
So I preferred Hollywood Video to Blockbuster as well. Blockbuster, especially towards the end, they were kind of with the selection. But at Hollywood Video, when they started going out of business, I went and bought a lot of my movie collection from there. Like,
really?
a great movie I got from there was A Bucket of Blood.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Roger Corman, Dick Miller. I'm going back in time with that one, so.
That is. Really quick, somebody was asking about the, it was
Michael Myers. Over here we had Cheer It Imwe. This is Pennywise, Tim Curry. This is just another clown. Here's Michael Myers, Hella, and Leatherface. They're all mine except Pennywise. That Pennywise.
Yeah.
That's his.
And then someone was asking about it was the AT-AT. I'll bring out the AT-AT.
And in case anybody missed it last week, it was his turn to do show and tell. Since I technically did 2, this is his second one. But please revisit last week's because he brought out Yoda. #free Yoda.
Yeah, I brought out my Elusive Concepts Yoda. Somebody was asking about the AT-AT. AT-AT, my sister gave it to me. She found it at a garage sale.
That's awesome.
For 50 cents. And my nephew, she I guess they found it at a garage sale, and my nephew would play on it by riding it. He would sit on it. And she goes, he doesn't do anything else but just sit on this thing. Do you want it? I was like, yes. And why are you letting him sit on it? What's wrong with you?
That's awesome. Do you ever give him like a side eye these days? Like, why were you sitting on that?
No. I still, she said he would try to ride it. Carl, yeah. Oh, he had an Elusive Concepts Yoda also. Yeah, it was a good find, Caprice. I think she said like 50 cents she bought it.
Wow.
And a quick story was when I was attending Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim in 2015. Oh gosh, I can't recall his name. Norm something. He was the shop foreman for the special effects shop for the practical effects. He's a builder. He was there signing, and I left it at home that day because I was gonna have him sign it, and I totally forgot it. I left it at home, so that was my one fail.
That's pretty spectacular, though.
I have 2 fails for Star Wars Celebration. That's the one. The other one is not getting Kenny Baker's autograph.
Oh,
that was the other.
That one was tragic.
That was the other one that hurt.
Tune in next week to hear the Kenny Baker story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny Baker story.
So, and Louis, I actually haven't eaten McDonald's fries in 6 years. But then again, I'm not bald.
McDonald's fries.
Are you missing the conversation that's going on here?
I'm missing it. Oh gosh, Carl's going blue. Carl's working blue now. His stand-up is blue. We're not gonna go there.
Afro puffs.
Carl's got his blue what is it, material he's working on.
I would say that my Jack Skellington poster that's now signed by Chris Sarandon is like my best find. It's not quite 50 cents that I got at a yard sale.
I don't know where my sister found it, just at somebody's yard sale. But and I've looked all over the place for it, and I can't find one like this. It's not a toy. It's
That's awesome.
It's like a static model. It's not a toy, but I don't know.
I have a Jack Skellington marionette that I've never seen anywhere else besides my collection.
Oh, really?
It's stamped Touchstone. It's an actual. I bought it at a Hot Topic, and I've never seen another one. The Dirk Diggler show is on.
Lucky finds. Are we set? We're good?
Let me see. Just one more thing, everybody. Jim Henson, near and dear to us. Frank Oz, co-directed with Jim Henson, The Dark Crystal. Fathom Events is bringing The Dark Crystal back to movie theaters.
The actual movie?
The actual movie on February 25th and 28th will be in theaters. Look it up locally. You know, the Creature Shop and everything. So...
And then along those lines also, I think it's March 13th, Muppet Guys Talking, I think it's Blu-ray DVD. I think it's coming out on Blu-ray DVD. And it's a documentary with, I can't recall the names now, but Bill Beretta, Frank Oz. Oh, Lord, I can't recall. But there are 5 of the original puppeteers from the Muppets. They all worked personally with Jim Henson, and they're going to talk about their experience. Or in the documentary, they talk about their experience and what it was like working with Jim. And Frank Oz, I saw a small portion of it. He talks about how Jim Henson basically picked him up in a station wagon. And he went to go work with him in the 60s. That's how, he went to go work with Jim Henson, picked him up from an airport.
That's awesome.
So...
Okay, I think we're losing a couple of our viewers. Everybody's getting tired.
Yeah, I think we're good, guys. I think we covered everything we wanted to talk about. But once again, everybody, please share the video, subscribe to the Nerd Report on YouTube. Again, if you want to win passes for the
Black Panther at the TCL.
Black Panther at the TCL Chinese Theater, it's going to be contest@nerdreport.com. But first, we ask that you subscribe to the Nerd Report. That's the only way you're going to win and be entered in the drawing. Is subscribe to the Nerd Report on YouTube, then email at contest@nerdreport.com for a chance to win passes to see Black Panther at the TCL Chinese Theater. Also, we wanted to remind you, Lewis is going to be on tomorrow night, 10 p.m. for Nerd Chat, where you guys get to talk about all kinds of stuff, nerdy stuff,
and we'll be
stuff,
there too, chatting with y'all.
Yeah, I'll be logging on. I'll be chatting too. You'll be chatting?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll all be there.
Oh, yeah. Talking nerdy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So don't forget, 10 p.m. tomorrow night. I think we're good, right?
I think so. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in yet again and joining us.
You.
This is one of the most fun times, I think, that we've had.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, hanging out with us. It means a lot that people actually hang out and talk with us, because we talk amongst ourselves, and then for you to be included, and you guys know more stuff than we do sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Sometimes.
Well, more than me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just here for the ride.
He's here for eye candy.
Oh, wow. Also, we wanted to remind you about our Patreon account. If we'd ask that you can subscribe and donate to our Patreon account. It's just you can subscribe or what is it? Donate anything you'd like, right?
Like $1, $2.
$1, $2.
You can go baller style, $5.
Yeah, go crazy, $5, and then it gets our coffee paid for, and our
support the nerd cause.
Yes, and we also get to pay for the conventions we go to. Oh, also Long Beach Comic Expo. Is it not this weekend? It's the following weekend, right?
Okay, so then we'll talk to you about it on Monday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the Long Beach Comic Book Expo coming up at the Long Beach Convention Center. I believe that's the weekend of the 20. What is it? 19th, 20th, that weekend. I can't recall the date.
And then I'll bring you guys a picture of me and Sunny Chiba. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, everyone. Again, don't forget, Lewis will be on tomorrow night, 10 p.m. for Nerd Chat. For myself, Robert Garcia.
And Amanda Gonzalez.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate it for tuning in and hanging out with us. We will see you
next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, next Monday. Same thing. We'll be here. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.